Welcome to Eternal Wheels. What happens to your favorite movie cars after the cameras stop rolling? Some vanish for decades, hidden in barns, junkyards, or private collections. A Porsche from risky business became someone's daily driver without anyone realizing. Bumblebee's Camaro nearly disappeared into private hands, lost to history. From the Ferrari and Ferris Bueller to the Gran Torino of Starsky and Hutch. These cars almost vanished forever. We're tracking down 10 legendary movie cars that were lost and found. The Ferrari 250 GT California Spider, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986. Number 10 takes us to Chicago in 1986, with the Ferrari 250 GT California Spider from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This isn't just any car. It's the ultimate symbol of teenage rebellion, stolen for a joyride that became one of cinema's most iconic sequences. Even though stunt replicas handled most of the action, the hero car defined luxury fantasy, shining under the city lights and in our memories. After filming wrapped, the replicas and the hero car were quietly sold off, blending into private collections. Over time, most people assumed these vehicles were destroyed or stripped beyond recognition. The exact whereabouts of the true hero car became a mystery. Decades later, collectors and historians began tracing surviving cars using VIN numbers, production photos, and build records. One car unmistakably screen-used, surfaced at auction, and sold for millions, confirming its identity as the Ferrari from Ferris's unforgettable adventure. It's wild to think a car that once represented the ultimate teenage fantasy could nearly vanish from history, only to reappear decades later, restored and celebrated by enthusiasts who understand its legendary status. The Mini Coopers, The Italian Job, 1969. Sliding into number 9, we hit the streets of London with the Mini Coopers from The Italian Job, 1969. These little cars stole the show, turning a humble economy vehicle into a global action icon. The iconic rooftop chase and narrow alley maneuvers made the Minis unforgettable, cementing their place in cinematic history. After production wrapped, the fate of these tiny stars was uncertain. Many were sold locally, repurposed as ordinary cars, or stripped for parts. Without proper records, their film history essentially vanished, leaving fans to wonder if the originals ever survived. Decades later, automotive historians and dedicated collectors began piecing together the mystery. Using UK registration records, production photos, and stunt-specific modifications, they were able to identify authentic screen-used Minis. Some of these cars resurfaced at auctions and private collections, celebrated for their role in one of the most thrilling chase sequences ever filmed. The Ford LTD Country Squire, National Lampoon's Vacation, 1983. Number 8 is the Ford LTD Country Squire from National Lampoon's Vacation, 1983. This 18-foot-long station wagon with full wood paneling became the ultimate disaster family road trip car, surviving mishaps like a blown radiator, fender benders, and endless luggage chaos. Its absurd size and comedic timing made it unforgettable on screen. After filming, the car was treated like a standard prop and sold quietly into private ownership. For decades, fans assumed the hero vehicle had been lost, its exact whereabouts unknown. Years later, a surviving example resurfaced in California. Experts authenticated it using production photos. The unique dashboard layout, wood trim patterns, and the interior modifications added for the movie, like reinforced seat mounts for stunt scenes. The restoration preserved its screen-used character, including the dents and scratches from filming. Today, this country squire is celebrated at car shows and nostalgia events, proving that even an oversized station wagon can become an iconic piece of cinematic history. The Plymouth Fury, Christine, 1983. Sliding into number 7 is the Plymouth Fury from Christine, 1983. This 1958 Fury became a horror icon, a possessed muscle car that seemed to have a mind of its own. Its bright red paint, chrome accents, and aggressive stance made it both beautiful and terrifying on screen. During filming, multiple Furies were used for stunts, close-ups, and action sequences. Many were heavily damaged, stripped for parts, or scrapped completely. For decades, fans assumed the hero car had vanished forever. Years later, a few original cars resurfaced in collector circles. Experts authenticated them by matching unique screen-used damage patterns, chassis modifications for stunts, and production notes from John Carpenter's team. Some even retained dents and paint chips from filming, confirming their identities. Today, these Furies are highly prized at car shows and horror conventions. They stand as rare pieces of cinematic history, proving that a car can become a star on its own and live on long after the cameras stop rolling. The Subaru Impreza WRX Baby Driver 2017. Number 6 is the Subaru Impreza WRX from Baby Driver 2017. This car isn't just fast. It's the star of one of the most thrilling opening chase sequences in modern cinema. Its rally-ready suspension, turbocharged engine, and distinctive blue and gold livery made it an instant favorite among car enthusiasts. After filming, the production cars were quietly sold through auctions and private sales. Without documentation, most of them blended into the used car market, leaving fans unsure if any of the hero vehicles had survived. Years later, one WRX was tracked down by a dedicated fan. Using VIN numbers, auction records, and production photos, the car was confirmed as a genuine screen-used vehicle. Its original modifications, including the roll cage, racing harnesses, and stunt reinforcements, remained intact, preserving its role in the iconic chase scenes. The Dodge Challenger, Vanishing Point, 1971. Number 5 is the 1971 Dodge Challenger from Vanishing Point. This car isn't just a vehicle, it's the movie's main character, a raw, minimalist machine that embodied speed, rebellion, and freedom on the open road. Its white paint, black racing stripes, and muscular profile made it instantly memorable in the classic cross-country chase scenes. After filming wrapped, the production car was sold and used like a regular vehicle. Over time, its history as a cinematic icon faded, and most people assumed the hero car had been lost forever. Years later, collectors tracked it down, using chassis numbers, unique body modifications, and production records from the original shoot. They confirmed it as the genuine screen-used Challenger. Its original engine, suspension, and paint details were carefully preserved, keeping the authenticity of the high-speed stunts intact. Today, the Dodge Challenger from Vanishing Point is a prized collector's car, celebrated at automotive events and film conventions, proving that even a simple muscle car can become a legend when rediscovered. The Toyota Supra Mk4, The Fast and the Furious, 2001. Number 4 is the Toyota Supra Mk4 from The Fast and the Furious, 2001. This orange and black beast wasn't just a car. It helped launch a global franchise and became a symbol of early 2000s car culture. Its twin turbocharged engine, wide body stance, and custom modifications made it unforgettable on the streets and in the movies. After filming, several production Supras were modified for stunts and sold privately. Over time, most lost their documented connection to the film, blending into the used car market and leaving fans wondering if any originals had survived. Years later, a screen-used Supra resurfaced. A collector confirmed its authenticity by matching factory specifications, original paint, and interior details to footage from the movie. The original modifications, including engine tuning and custom suspension, remained intact, preserving the car's on-screen performance and style. The Ford Gran Torino, Starsky and Hutch, 1975 to 2004. Number 3 is the Ford Gran Torino from Starsky and Hutch, 1975 to 2004. This red and white muscle car wasn't just transportation, it became a pop culture icon. Instantly recognizable for its bold stripes and high-speed antics. Its powerful V8 engine and classic 1970s styling made it the perfect partner for the crime-fighting duo. After filming, many Torinos were reused for stunts, repainted, or scrapped entirely. Fans had little idea which cars had survived, and much of the hero vehicle history seemed lost to time. Authentic Torinos were eventually rediscovered. Collectors identified them through unique roll cage structures, VIN numbers, and detailed production documentation. The original features, from suspension setups to interior trim, remained intact, preserving the car's screen-used authenticity. These restored Gran Torinos now command attention at car shows and fan gatherings, celebrated as living pieces of television and automotive history. The Chevrolet Camaro, Transformers 2007. Number 2 is the Chevrolet Camaro from Transformers 2007. This wasn't just any Camaro, it became Bumblebee, a character that transformed a concept car into a worldwide phenomenon. Its sleek lines, custom yellow and black paint, and robotic modifications made it instantly recognizable on screen. After filming, multiple Camaros were built for stunts, close-ups, and promotional work. Many were scattered across private collections or sold with little documentation, leaving fans unsure which were genuine screen-used vehicles. Collectors eventually tracked down authentic Camaros, using factory paperwork, studio records, and unique screen-used modifications. They confirmed which cars had actually starred as Bumblebee. Original body panels, suspension setups, and interior details were preserved, maintaining the movie-perfect look and performance. These authenticated Camaros now appear at film conventions, car shows, and promotional events, celebrated as the real-life heroes behind one of Hollywood's most beloved modern movie cars. The Decepticon Barricade, Transformers, Ford Mustang. Rounding out our list at number 1 is the Decepticon Barricade from Transformers. This Ford Mustang wasn't just a car, it was one of the most infamous robots in disguise, prowling the streets with menace and style. After filming, many screen-used Transformers cars were sold to private buyers, and some disappeared completely, lost to collectors and fans alike. Years later, a Mustang from the franchise resurfaced in a private collection. Enthusiasts authenticated it through production records and unique modifications, turning what could have been a lost relic into a modern treasure. Its story perfectly blends Hollywood movie magic with the thrill of real-life discovery, showing that even contemporary film vehicles can have legendary journeys. These 10 cars prove that movie history is fragile, unpredictable, and sometimes hiding in plain sight. From barns and junkyards to storage warehouses and collector stashes, the heroes of the silver screen often survive by luck, passion, and a little detective work. If you love these incredible rediscoveries, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the next deep dive into cinematic legends and hidden treasures.